Well, good morning, everybody. It's time to go back to work today. The sun's not even up yet, but I got to get some watering done, and using the new camera too. I'm a little anxious to use it, or not anxious, but excited. You're probably not getting much right now because it's so early in the morning, but I'm gonna go get some watering done. All right, it's a little bit lighter now. So I've got to, hey Google, turn on shop light. I've got to get the finish. I think I might have to redo some of the trailer because I realize there's a job I got to do today, and it's a messy one. And I usually like to take this recycler right there. But obviously there's no way it's going to fit up here right now, so I got to work on that a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Gosh, so any more batteries getting charged every single day. I mean, when you make your living with them, you got to kind of do it, so yeah, all right, what are we going to do now? So Deer 1, car 0. Doesn't look like there's any damage really other than the headlight bucket, but life just keeps giving me content. I'm actually surprised that we haven't, this is the first time anybody in the family has hit a deer. Well, in the immediate family. I'm surprised living up here that we haven't hit one already, but all right, I'm gonna get camera stuff unloaded and get it in the house and go from there, I guess. And then I gotta shop around for a new headlight for a Nissan, I guess. Oh well, it is what it is. What are you gonna do, right? All right, so it's been an interesting day to say the least. Okay, so rewind 24 hours. So yesterday's this car wouldn't start. And I didn't know this at the time, but wouldn't start. She was at my parents' house, and my dad went out and wiggled the battery cables, and it just started. So, okay, great. So when I got home last night, I checked it, and the negative battery cable, I just grabbed it, and it popped right off the battery. So I fixed that, tightened it down. We just had the battery installed, and I guess this is the problem with having somebody else install your stuff. So problem solved. Fast forward to, then last night on her way home, she hit a deer. Damage could have been a lot worse. It's not, so that's great. So then today, I'm up, I don't know, a couple towns over working, and I'm just finishing up working. I'm in a meeting, and I get a text from her. Car won't start again. What the heck? So I drove back down here, and this was on me. It was the positive battery cable popped off. I'm like, you kidding me? I should have checked it last night, and I didn't. I don't know why, but so I fixed that. Everything's good. She gets in the car to leave. I go to open my truck door. They're locked, and my keys are in the truck. So I had to, I called the insurance company, and it turns out our roadside assistance was canceled 9 months ago. Had no idea. So they're not any help. So I call a local tow company, and it's like $85. So I tell them, get me on the list, just fix it, you know. So then I was told it was going to be a 2 to 3 hour wait for a tow truck because they were all out of the area, which they've got jobs to do. I get it. I don't mind. So I called and canceled work for the rest of the day, and now I'm home. It's 2 o'clock, and which is about the time I'd be getting here anyway. But I did stop by the local hardware store and have 2 keys made for my truck because I don't have a spare. When my place of employment burned to the ground a couple of years ago, my keys were in my office when it happened, so they're gone. So this is the spare that I use. So now I've got a couple spares, and I just said, you know what, I'm over it. I'm done for the day. come home, get some work done around here, and we'll try this whole life thing again tomorrow. So I need to get these batteries in the shade. They've been sitting in the sun and they're hot. But I'm gonna get some batteries charged up. Got to get the trailer hooked back up, get some stuff loaded up, and see where we're at there. So this is the bad part about living where we live, in the region we live in, is in the summertime it gets 150 degrees, well, 110 degrees here, and I'm in a steel building right now. My shop is a steel building, and it is currently, well, it's 122 in here right now. No, I'm sorry, 118. It's 118 in here inside the building right now. It's like 100 outside. Then in the winter time, we also drop down into the 20s, the teens sometime. So sometimes in the winter, it's just too cold. You don't want to be out there in the cold. I mean, sometimes we get permafrost on the ground. It's ridiculous. But then in the summer, trying to work in a shop that's 118 degrees, it's bad. It's bad. You just don't want to do it. So, you know, trying to find that happy balance. I'm pretty sure these are going to be too hot to charge right now. Yep, too hot. So they've been sitting in the sun since all this whole debacle happened today. So, yep, too hot. So we'll just let them sit here for a while. I got the fan on over here. We'll let them sit here and we will find something to do. I'm really anxious to get this new video done because I downloaded so my editing software is from 2016, and I downloaded the newest version, which I was able to play with before work a little bit today. So much better. I mean, so like my preview, when I'm editing, my preview, you can't even tell what you're looking at because I have to have the quality turned down so far on it just to have it run smooth. Well, now my preview's in full 4K. It's nice. Just the 20 minutes I played with it this morning, I really liked what they did with it, and I'm kind of anxious to play with it some more. So that's why this video might be a shorter one, just so I can get up there and get it edited. I've also done the other day I did a vlog on my 360 camera. Oh, and that's another thing. I don't know if I explained to you guys. So I like the 360 camera. It's a Insta360 ONE X2. I like the camera, even though it's got a little screen on it. I don't mind that. I like the camera. I just completely do not like the editing software that you have to use on that camera. But this new upgrade I got can actually edit 360 videos right in the software. And the video I use is Magic owns it now, so it's Vegas Creative Software. I had the Movie Studio Platinum 16, and now I have the Vegas Pro 22. So many different options to play with. Lots of stuff I'm going to have to learn, but yeah, it's going to be a good time. Hopefully the new editing abilities that I will gain in learning will come through on the videos. Oh, and so the whole reason I decided to upgrade is because I'm filming now in 5.3K, and my old software didn't even have the ability to edit 5.3K video. The best I can do is edit it down to 4K, which why record in 5.3? I don't know if it's that big of a deal, but this new camera I got can do 5.3, so why not do 5.3? That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so I'm gonna look for some stuff to do around here to kill some time. I've got a couple hours before I have to be anywhere, and see what we can get done. Overshot the trailer a little bit here. Oh, good Lord, this thing's heavy. Don't go back too far now. Oh. should be in the house doing some invoicing and stuff, but it was a short day, so there's not that much I got to catch up on. All right, trailer's all hooked up for tomorrow. I gotta bring some camera gear inside. I think that's all I have left to do. Well, I mean, oh, sweet. All right. Sorry about that. I just got a message. One of the jobs I was working on actually sold. So that means the job's over, which for me, great. I mean, I'm so busy right now. There's plenty of work around there. So it'll be nice to move on to a different project. You know, actually, now that I'm looking at it, I really need to get this lawn mowed. It's definitely too long. Better than it was. I gotta try to push this thing back with one hand. I know I could drive it, but it's front wheel drive and I hate front wheel drive. I don't see any reason for it. They say it is more maneuverable, but no, it's not. This is like my backup field mower. Basically, if I have to do a job that's guaranteed to ruin a mower, this is the one I do it with. Only reason I used it now was because it was the most convenient one that's running properly without having to unload the whole trailer. In the back, I don't know what I'm going to do with the back. It doesn't grow quick enough. But I need to start using, I'll show you guys. Over here I've got the old, is it Earthwise? Yeah, the Earthwise reel mower. Right there. I need to start using that guy. Because I like that mower. But it's a little more work. You have to mow every day or every other day. But I like that mower. It gives a really good quality cut. So, all right, I'll find the next job. The kitty loves his belly rubbed. I'm certain this is from when he had his surgery, when he had his, you know, his belly was shaved and it would itch like crazy, and we'd just sit here and scratch it for him. And now that he's older and bigger, he just... What do you think, buddy? Oh, you want to see that camera? Is that camera getting too close to your belly rubs? Hey, don't bite my watch. Don't bite my hand. You're all done. Huh? Yeah, we've distracted you too much. Alright, get some sleep, bud. I can edit some video as soon as you're off my chair. Alright, batteries are finally cooled enough to charge. So I was able to, the footage that I've already, well, that you just watched, maybe just watched, is like 15 minutes worth of footage that I've taken the last couple days. I got that in my editing software, my new editing software, got, you know, kind of learned the ropes, got it all worked out, edited, and I figured, well, let me just render it and see what it's gonna do. So happy with the smoothness of editing, and I had a couple little quirks that ended up being my fault that were a little annoying, but anyway, the 15-minute video to render it to in 5K is going to take 3.5 hours. So on some of my videos that are an hour long, that's a 14-hour render. So I got it rendered. I don't know if I'm going to add this to it or not, or add anything to it. But I'll tell you what, depending on what kind of time I have available moving into the future, I might have to rethink how long some of my videos are, because that's got 3.5 hours. Usually an hour-long video takes that long. But anyway, that's where we're at. Well, good morning, everybody. Got to get these cameras cleaned. The cobwebs, I check them every day, and they this one, like last night, went off 1,000 times just from the little cobwebs blowing in front of the screen. So I figured I'd put up with that long enough, and I ought to come out and just get them cleaned up. And I got to get the truck loaded for work. I've got the yard watered already, so that's done. So got to throw a few of these Ego batteries in the truck, and I think everything else in the truck is already loaded and ready to go, but we'll find out directly. All right. I think I've got everything I need for the day. Of course, there's always something at the last minute, isn't there? Yeah, we'll either remember it or we won't. All right, let's get to work. I'm gonna have to, pretty soon here, I'm gonna have to fast track the cleanup, because especially all this stuff here. I don't even know what's in this pile anymore. I know there's a trailer underneath there, but I definitely have to go through it, simply because the solar is going on the roof, and yeah, we just got to make room for the workers. I'm not 100% sure when this is going to happen, but it's not going to be too long. It's got to be done. They got to put a new roof on before winter, and they said they can install the solar when it's raining. They just kind of work in between raindrops, but the new roof needs to go on before winter, and that's definitely going to happen. So yeah, it won't be too long. got about 4 or 5 more to do today. Then I'll be done for the day. Tomorrow's my fun day. I enjoy Thursdays. I enjoy every day, but Thursdays specifically. So we'll get to the next one. All right, now it is time to load the truck for tomorrow. A couple times a week I have to pretty much unload everything and reload it. It's a pain in the butt, but I don't mind. It's not really that big of a deal. Oh, looks like my trash can got a big dent in it. So on Thursdays, I do mostly like construction type work. So that's why I remove, you know, a lot of the stuff, the mower bags I don't need, and we load the tools up in the truck. And that's what we take right there. This guy is pretty much all loaded up with everything I need. So we roll that over there, get it in the truck, and then there's a couple more things in here. I just got to load up, I got to turn this air on, or at least the fan. Woo! It's pretty bad when your little temperature guy says hi. So yeah, it just pretty much I gotta make sure the Porter cable batteries are charged. That one was already on the charger. Put that one on the charger. That one is charged. So we'll let that guy charge, then we'll go from there. We'll go get the rest of this loaded in the truck. All right, I got everything loaded up that I need in the truck. Everything I don't need out of the truck. And you know what I just realized? I realized tomorrow's Thursday, which is maybe the day you're watching this, I don't know. But Thursdays are usually when I start my firewood videos. And so I think I'm gonna end this video now, because I'm not gonna have a firewood video this Thursday. There's some other work I have to do, and ow, dang it, that hurt. I don't know if it's something I'm going to be able to film or not. So I'm going to say now, probably not. But if I get something, great. It'll just be a bonus. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go stitch this together with the stuff in the new software and see how everything pans out. Oh, before I forget, let me set you guys up here. So that just reminded me when I mentioned the new software. So you guys have already heard me mention that I'm using new software. It's new editing software. It's Vegas Pro 22, and so last night I edited the first 15 minutes of this video together, and it took 3.5 hours to render, or that's what the time said. It finished in right about 3 hours. The bad part is I filmed and I did everything in 5K, but I guess YouTube downsamples it to 4K, which is interesting. It's like I just spent all this money on a camera to film higher than 4K, and I spent quite a bit of money on that new software to edit higher than 4K, but I'm right back to 4K. But you know, someday they'll bump that up, I guess. I don't know. But for now, unfortunately, it looks like 4K is the only thing you can watch this on, which, I mean, let's face it, 4K is good enough. I mean, if I'm being honest, isn't like 720 good enough? As long as it's not 480. But yeah, so it took like 3 hours, so it's probably going to be like 6 hours now. So I better get this video ended and get it edited. So anyway, guys, we'll see you next time.